Now that all the functionality is done, let's tidy up that image field a bit. This is what we've currently got, which looks a bit sloppy, but it's a bit more complex than you might think to style a file chooser field like this. If you look in the Django admin at an existing product that has an image, you'll see it has this clunky looking widget with a checkbox and an unstyled button and a link to some image, and in general it's probably fine for an admin interface, but in terms of the UI, it really needs some work. So Django forms work with what are called widgets, and this little widget that handles the image field on our model is called a clearable file input. Conveniently, because Django is just Python, we can inherit this class and customize it. To show you how this will work, let's go to the Django GitHub, go to the Django folder, Forms, then open widgets.py, and search for clearable file input. Here we can see the actual class definition with some attributes and methods we can override, in particular the template. Let's go to the templates folder here and open that file too, because we'll need it in a second. Back in our code in a new file called widgets.py, I'm going to import the clearable file input from django.forms.widgets and also getTextLazy as underscore, which will be used for translation. This actually isn't even necessary in our case, I'm just doing it to keep our custom class as close to the original as possible. With those imported, I'll create a new class called Custom Clearable File Input, which inherits the built-in one. I'll override the clear checkbox label, the initial text, the input text, and the template name with our own values. Now, inside the Product Apps Templates folder, I'll create that new template, making sure its name and location matches what's in our class. Inside the template, I'll copy everything in the built-in one from Django so we can make some slight changes to it. This way we have basically everything in the original from a functional standpoint, but we can make our own visual changes. First, I'm going to clean up the indentation just to make it easier to understand. With that done, I'll wrap the initial text in a paragraph, then replace the file name value in the link here with a small preview of our image. I'll also wrap the checkbox here in a div with some bootstrap classes and a little margin on top. and give the input and the label the required Bootstrap classes to style them. Finally, I'll wrap the actual file input itself in a span which looks like a button and add a paragraph below it to hold the file name once one is selected. So we've got our widget and its template created. The last step then is to tell the form we want to use it. I'll go to forms.py and import our custom clearable file widget class. Then replace the image field on the form with the new one which utilizes the widget. Whoops, it looks like we've got our widget template in the wrong location. If you look now, you'll see it's made progress, but it's still not quite done. I'm going to commit here, and in the next video, we'll add some final styling for this widget and make sure it all works.